Good evening, everyone. I don't see anybody yet, but I'm here. So I'm going to wait about 30 seconds. Up, there's some people. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. I guess on the computer it doesn't show you who pops on. Interesting. All right, so I'm really excited to share some information with you. I also have to say that for some reason, Facebook Live makes me a little nervous. I have no idea why. I could teach classes till I'm blue in the face and be fine, but for some reason, this makes me a little nervous. So I'm just going to get started. I'm really passionate about helping people get the chemicals out of their lives, whether it be what they're putting on their skin, what they're cleaning their homes with, what they're ingesting, and I really believe that essential oils are a great way to do that. So what are essential oils? Essential oils are the most powerful part of all plants. They are steam distilled from the leaves, the stems, the fruit, the bark, the root, the bush, the herbs, and they have over 100 organic compounds. And these organic compounds can actually help support every single area in your body, so every system. So whether it be your musculoskeletal system, your endocrine system, which would be your glands and your hormones, it could be helping your digestive system. It could help, hi Colleen. It could help your respiratory system, your circulatory system, my favorite because I'm a chiropractor, your nervous system, and your immune system. It could help support your brain. It's used extensively to support emotions. It's also, a lot of people use it in their spiritual endeavors. So essential oils can really help to support all different areas of your body. You could also really replace all the chemicals in your home with essential oils. So all those cleaning supplies, the stuff that you put on your skin, all that stuff can be really toxic. And you could replace all of it using essential oils. So you don't have to be an aromatherapist to use essential oils. People think you need to know so much, but you learn as you go. So you don't have to be an expert with essential oils. So you really want to learn how to use these essential oils so you can really replace all those toxic chemicals that you may be using in your home. Essential oils in a diffuser can really calm a stressed out child or an adult who's come home from a really difficult day at work. So there are about 300 essential oils out there, and you really only need 10 to 20 to really make a really good kit. And this is a great way to start. There are 3 ways that you could use essential oils. My phone is like blowing up here. Wait, just turn it over so it doesn't distract me. I'm very easily distracted. So there are 3 ways of using essential oils. There is aromatically, which is one of my favorites. And the way you can use it aromatically is you could have a diffuser. And you would put water in the diffuser, and then you would put a couple of drops of whatever oil you're wanting to use. And then obviously you would plug it in and turn it on, and it would work aromatically. So that's the diffuser. I also like to wear a leather bracelet. So you could put a couple of drops of essential oil on a leather bracelet or a rope bracelet. And then you have an essential oil diffuser with you at all times, which is great. So if you know you're going to be somewhere where you might get stressed out, you can wear it. You could also, on any kind of necklace that has, leather or kind of thread, rope, that kind of thing, even like lava beads. There's certain beads that you could use that would hold the essential oil in as well. So that's how you can use it aromatically, or you could just take an essential oil, put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together, and breathe in that essential oil. So the reason why aromatic is so awesome is because our sense of smell is the only sense that goes directly to the brain. So it doesn't have to pass through the digestive system. It doesn't have to pass through the circulatory system. It goes right up to the brain. And they say that breathing in an essential oil pretty quickly gets to your heart, gets to your liver, gets to your thyroid. And it deals also with the limbic part of the brain, which is the emotional center. So it helps, that's why it can help to soothe a anxious person or relieve a little bit of stress. It's kind of like when you walk into some place and you smell the fresh baked cookies and you have like a memory of childhood. It makes you feel happy. The same thing with our sense of smell with essential oils. So some of those oils can get up to the brain and the limbic system and help affect emotions as well. So that's how you can use it aromatically. Then we have topical. And those chemicals that we use, I shouldn't say we because I don't really use them anymore, but the chemicals that most people are using on their skin and in their cleaning supplies, which then they're putting in their shower and it's getting into their feet and growing, through their body also. It takes 26 seconds for anything you put on your skin to get into your circulatory system. So all those chemicals that you're using are circulating through your body. So we can use essential oils topically. This is what's called a roller ball. This is one this would actually come in the premium starter kit from Young Living. And you can use a carrier oil. A carrier oil is a fatty oil. Coconut oil, olive oil, grapeseed oil, pretty much any oil you want except obviously like Crisco. And what it does is it helps to allow the oils to slowly get into your system. The fatty oils have larger molecules than the actual essential oil molecules. So the little molecules of the essential oils bounce around in those fatty molecules, the bigger molecules, and then it gets slowly goes into your system. So it makes the delivery a little bit slower because a lot of these oils, because they're so pure, they're pretty potent. So you want to dilute them. They could also create a little bit of sensitivity on the skin. So this is a roller ball with coconut oil, and people always ask how you get your coconut oil to be liquid. You can use fraction coconut oil, which is liquid at room temperature. So you can specifically get that kind of coconut oil. And then I have mostly coconut oil with a bunch of drops of whatever essential oils that I might be using. And then you could put it on your skin. You could put it on different reflex points. You could put it on your neck, on your chest, wherever you want to put it. On the bottom of your feet is a great place to use it. And when we're using essential oils with children, we want to really dilute. Their skin is much more porous than ours, and the oils, because they're so potent, can really affect the system. So you want to really dilute them. And the best place I find for kids is to put it on their feet because the skin is a lot thicker. So that's how you could use it topically. I often use some kind of lotion, whether it's something I happen to have made or some non-chemical lotion. I can add essential oils to it and use it on my skin. So my face lotion actually has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. And I use that, not peppermint, I'm sorry, lemon, lavender, and frankincense. And I use that on my skin. So that is topical. And then you can also ingest some oils. And as we go through, I'll be explaining why it's so important to be using really high quality oils. You don't want to just be ingesting any kind of oil. So Young Living did a great thing. They made a vitality line. Let's see if you can see. There's a whole line that they came up with. It might zoom in. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Vitality line. So these oils you can ingest them. So any of the vitality oils, you know that it's safe to ingest. So what do I mean by ingest? So here's my big thing of water. And this happens to be citrus oil that I'm putting in. You could put a drop of oil in your water and then drink it down. This one is a blend. It's citrus fresh. It's got like citrus oils and some spearmint. It's kind of nice. So you could also use it in tea. You could use a lot of the oils in cooking. There are a lot of spice oils like basil, thyme that are in the Vitality line that you could use for cooking. They're really nice. Lemongrass. We were just talking about how our soup for dinner would have been really nice with some lemongrass oil in it, but we forgot. Or I forgot. So that you could also say you're working on some digestive issues. You can use digize or peppermint, and you could put it in a capsule with a carrier oil, and you want the carrier oil so it has the slow absorption, because remember it bounces around in those bigger molecules. And you can ingest those and help to support your digestive system. So that's how you can use them. Hi, Carrie. So that's how you can use them and ingest the oils. So those are the 3 ways you can use essential oils, besides using them for replacing all your cleaning supplies. So the U.S. does not, the FDA does not have any rating system for essential oils. The only rule is that in order to call yourself a pure essential oil, is you have to have 5% essential oil in the bottle. 5%. So that means 95% of what else is in the bottle. It could be alcohol, it could be solvents, it could be some kind of carrier oil, it could be synthetic oils. So that's really why it's important to know where your oils are coming from. So when you go into like Home Goods and you see lavender essential oil, it says pure essential oil, and it's like $3, you want to think to yourself, well, there's probably not that much actual lavender in that bottle, and most likely it has some kind of filler, whether it be alcohol or some other synthetic type of thing. So we do have different grades. So that goes from A to D. Grade A is organic. There's no pesticides, no chemicals, organically grown plants, and that is therapeutic grade. And I honestly believe that is the only kind of oil that anybody should be using. Then we have grade B, which is food grade. However, it could have pesticides, it could have other solvents could be used. So it's not something that you want to ingest or really even use on your skin or use aromatically. And then there is grade C, which is perfume oil. And this most likely is 80 to 90% alcohol, and they use solvents to distill the plants. So instead of using, low heat distillation in water, they use solvents to create more oil. So this you obviously do not want to ingest. I wouldn't even put it on my skin or use it aromatically. And then there's D, which is basically floral water. So what's left over from the distillation process is the water, and that actually considered to have 5% essential oil in it because it's the leftover, but it's really trash water. So most likely the distillation was solvents anyway, pesticides, and then it's just the leftover dirty water from the distillation process. And if it has 5% essential oils in it, they could put it in a bottle and say it's pure essential oil. So that's why it's super important to know where your essential oils are coming from. So one of the reasons why I fell in love with Young Living is because they have their whole seed to seal promise. And what that means is it's their seeds, it's their land, they cultivate the land, they distill the oils, they bottle it, they have it tested, and then it goes to your door. Versus some of these other oils, you have no idea where it's coming from. So I think that if you get nothing else out of this, it's really important to know that not all essential oils are equal, and that a lot of them are 5% essential oils and the rest crap. So that's why I'm very passionate about making sure people know that the purity of their essential oils is super, super important. So you can actually go to seedtoseal.com. Young Living has a special website just dedicated to explaining that whole process. I think it's pretty awesome. It shows you how all the plantings and all of that stuff. So it takes about, I wrote it down. I don't want to misquote myself. So it takes 60,000 pounds of rose blossoms to make 1 ounce of rose oil. So that's a lot of roses. And then lavender, not so bad. It's like 220 pounds for 7 pounds. So that's why a lot of times essential oils cost more. So most of the bottles with Young Living cost between, $10 and $30, maybe less, a lot, maybe some more. But the reasoning behind that is because it's so pure, and it takes a lot to create those plants. They don't use any pesticides, they don't use any solvents. So what actually is grown is what they can use. Whereas a lot of these other companies, they use pesticides, so there winds up to be more plants, so they can distill more. They use solvents to get more oil out of the plant, but you're not getting a high quality product. So that's why you can go into the supermarket or even to Whole Foods and get essential oils cheaper, because you're not really getting such high quality stuff. So if you get nothing else out of that, I want you to know that information. So a small 5 milliliter bottle usually has about 90 drops in it. And then a 15 milliliter bottle has about 250 drops in it. And an application, depending on what you're using it for, it could be if you're putting it on your skin or if you're putting in the diffuser, you probably use about 3 to 5 or 6 drops of an oil. So they can last quite a bit of time. One thing that I'm kind of obsessed about, and this is also really awesome stuff, it is their Thieves Cleaner. I've probably at this point in my life tried every natural cleaner there is. This stuff is awesome. So it is a concentrated form of cleaner. So this bottle, and it's no yuck, no chemicals, all made from plants. This bottle can actually make, I think I counted as like 20 of these 16 ounce bottles. So it's 30 parts water to 1 part Thieves Cleaner. So you can get a lot of it. So it makes it worth, like, I think it's like $1 a bottle. And you can use, if you have heavier duty stuff that you need to clean, you can use a little bit more. For glass and mirrors, they say to use less, but I'm kind of lazy, so I just use the same concentration for everything. And then if I need a little bit more, I'll put like a little more on a sponge for everything. But I find that concentration works great for me. And I probably don't measure. I probably just, dump it in anyway. But it is very strange to be talking to people when I can't see anybody. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Someone say hi. Okay, so people always want to know about safety about essential oils, and they're completely safe, and they're made from plants. So you want to be careful though when you use, no one said hi to me. Someone said, thank you. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Adam. So when you're using citrus oils, you want to be really careful because they're photosensitive. And that means, hi, Jess, if you put, thank you guys. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Michael. If you put a citrus oil on your skin and you go outside, it could cause a rash, or it could make you burn even more. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Now I know who's here because I couldn't tell who was here. So you don't want to use lemon oil. So my face lotion that I use, I don't use it in the summer and go outside because it could burn your skin. The other thing is you want to be careful with things like, thanks, Dara. Things like peppermint is very strong. So if you put it directly on your skin, it can kind of burn. So a lot of times people they need it for respiratory help and they put it here and then it's kind of like burning. So you don't want to do that directly. So that's why you would use a carrier oil. Same thing with like oregano. There's a bunch of hot oils that you don't want to use directly on your skin. And you also want to be careful if you're needing to use anything near your eye. You don't want to be like dumping oils right in your eye. You want to use a Q-tip and most likely a carrier oil. So that is about the safety. I made myself a little cheat sheet so I wouldn't get overzealous and skip around. Okay, so there's most people put on or are surrounded by over 300 chemicals in a day, and usually 80 of those are done before breakfast. So the shampoo that you use, the lotion that you use, the soap that you use, even the toothpaste that you use, what you cleaned your shower with, all that stuff. And a lot of those things have toxic chemicals in it. So I have a challenge for all of you, is to go and open up 2 cabinets in your house, maybe one with your cleaning supplies and then one where you keep your self-care products. And I want you to look at some of those ingredients and I want you to Google them and put in dangers of and then put the chemical in and see what shows up. Or you can go to EWG.org. It's the Environmental Working Group. And they have, you could put the chemical in and then they actually rate the chemical on its toxicity. So that is my challenge for all of you when we're done with this, because I'm really passionate about helping people get the chemicals out of their homes. Obviously, we can't, deal with what's going on in our environment so much, but we can take care of what's going on in our home. And, if you look around, people are sick. The cancer rates are not going down. They're steadily going up. So I think it's really important to really take a look at what you're putting on your skin, what you're putting in your body, and what you're cleaning your home with. So when you use essential oils, you are not getting anything but what's in the essential oil. So if you have lemon, all you're getting is lemon. There's no chemical yuck. This awesome essential oil cleaner, Thieves, it's all plant-based. There's no chemicals in it. All right, so I know this can be really overwhelming and I get a little excited. Now I'm calm, but I'm excited. And I know that it's overwhelming, so a great place to start is with a starter kit. So Young Living, I guess I say so a lot, don't I? Young Living came out with this awesome kit. It's got 11 oils. I know there's 10 here, but there's another one that comes with it. That is a great place to start. So all these oils can help to support every system in your body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these oils. So when you get a starter kit, you get these 11 oils. You get a bunch of sample packets. You get 2 packets of Ningxia Red, which is an antioxidant drink. I don't have any to show you because they're all gone. We ate them all, drank them all. And then you, thanks Estrella, it is awesome, right? So you get that, and then it also gives you membership. So the cost for the kit is $160. You also get the diffuser, so you can use them aromatically. And then you get membership. So anything you order after that is 24% off. And this is really, it's worth over $300 worth of oils. Someone said that if you take away the diffuser, you're actually only paying $70 for the oils, which is insane because there's a lot of oils in here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the different oils that come in that kit. And it's going to be brief. There's obviously, you can Google more and get more information, or, give me a buzz. So frankincense is one of those biblical oils. You hear it, or I heard you hear it in the Bible often. And it is very great for grounding. It's good for, maybe I could take a little sniff of it right now. Michael hates the smell of frankincense, but I use it anyway. It's also one of the great skin oils. It's good for fine lines. This is a great oil. They say it's like the coconut oil of essential oils. So I want you to go Google frankincense because, based on I can't make some claims, but I want you guys to really know about this oil. That's frankincense. Panaway is great for sore muscles. It's kind of like the natural version of Bengay. It's really helpful for any sore muscles, aches, and pains. Peppermint is great for supporting your head. It's good for supporting digestion. It's great to keep away ants. We actually had some ants that traveled in today, and I always say we, I put one of these little smaller bottles, a version of this, with some peppermint oil, and I squirted it around the floor, and then I came back and the ants were totally gone. Although Michael said they're opportunistic. So that's great for that. It's also good for bad breath. You can put a drop on your tongue instead of eating some toxic, gross candy. Then we have lemon, and I probably have the most empty bottles of lemon. So lemon is really good, also just to support digestion. It's great. I use it in the diffuser with almost everything. I find it kind of uplifts everything. So it's a great oil. You can put it in your water. It's great, especially if you're going to a restaurant and the water's kind of weird, you're not sure about it, there's no bottled water, you can put a little lemon in the water. Then there's Copaiba, and this is another muscle support oil. It's really good for sore muscles. It's also a magnifier, so you use it with any other oil and it makes that oil work even that much greater. great combo, excuse me, is Panaway, and then you put some copaiba on it, and then you put peppermint on top of it over that. It's really, really great for supporting muscles. Then we have RC, which stands for respiratory congestion. And I always say it's Robin Crouch oil, but you guys can only imagine how many times I've said it, so I think I might have to stop saying it now. So it's to help support breathing. You can use it instead of like Vicks Vapor Rub, which is pretty toxic. You could put it in a carrier oil, rub it on chest, on the bottom of feet. You could put it in a drop of hot water and then put a towel over your head to help with respiration. Lavender, which is probably the most commonly heard of essential oil. This one is great for relaxation. It's great for your skin. They call it the Swiss Army knife of oils. It's really, really great oil. You can use it on bruises. And here you go. Thieves. I know you want to hear more about thieves. So thieves is great for immune support. The legend is that in the time of the plague, a bunch of thieves anointed themselves with some particular oils and then went around stealing the property of the dead and the dying, and they survived. So thieves is great to support your immune system. You're feeling run down. I personally take a drop every day, whether I'm feeling off or not, being around a lot of people, running around, and just to help support myself. So thieves is probably, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would want lavender and thieves. And then maybe peppermint, because if Mike goes with me, he sometimes gets some headaches. I would need the peppermint too. Digest is great to support digestion. You could take it internally. You could rub it directly on the belly with a carrier oil to help any digestive issues that you might be experiencing. You can make capsules with it and take it internally also. Then we have purification, and this is the anti-stink oil. So it can really, I can hear Michael laughing downstairs. You can use this to really deal with any odor. You can put it on the bottom of garbage can. We had a tree limb fall in our car over the summer. Nobody got hurt, but we had a rental car. And sometimes rental cars are disgusting. They stink. So I took a cotton ball, a couple of drops of the purification, stuck it in the vent, turned the air on, and the smell totally went away. So you could do this when you go to a hotel, renting a car. You can use it in smelly shoes, gym bags, anything that's kind of stinky. And then we have Stress Away, which is one of my favorites. It's really good. It's one of the highly used emotional oils. So it could really, calm someone down, really support somebody who's had a rough day. Hi, Carol. And it's one of the greatest oils, I think, out there. So this one I happen to have put, I always close things and I can't open them, the roller ball on it so I could use it throughout the day if I'm having some issues with anybody. Hi, Stace. So Stress Away is another great one to use also. So those are the 11 oils that come in the starter kit. So if anybody wanted to order a starter kit, you could either go to youngliving.com and then you sign up as a member, so you would get the wholesale afterwards. And there's no commitment after that. Just to keep your account active, you just need to spend $50 in a year. So that's like 2 bottles of Thieves Cleaner in a year. And if you've got the kit, you wouldn't have to actually get anything till the following year. So you can go to youngliving.com, and when you get to the membership area, it's going to ask for a number. So you would put in my number, which is 322-5756, or you can just email me or private message me if you have any questions or if you want some more information. So like I said, I'm super passionate about helping people get the chemicals out of their lives, and using essential oils is a really great way to do that. It can help support every system in your body. It can help you get all the chemicals out of your house. A lot of people are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, right? And most of that is some kind of chemical from somewhere, whether it be what they're eating, what they're putting on their skin or what they're using to clean their house. So I think this is a really great way to start to move away from all those chemicals and really to support your body and, you know, live the best life that you can possibly live. So that is my little presentation. So I'm going to answer questions. I see one here. These are the 5 milliliter size. A lot of bottles come either 5 milliliter or 15 milliliter. Some of these oils don't even come in 15 milliliter, but they're not necessarily sample size, they're just the 5 milliliter size. So you're getting a lot of oils for that price. Like I said, it's over $300 the kit is worth. You know, you get the diffuser, and you can upgrade the diffuser. If anybody's been poking around at my office, on my desk I have a little fancier diffuser. That is an upgrade, but these diffusers are awesome. And the cool thing is, if something happens to the diffuser, you call Young Living right up and they replace the diffuser for you. Does anybody have any other questions? Anyone? Okay, so thank you guys so much for listening to me. I hope I gave you some good information. And please go into your cabinets, pull out 2 things, and look up some of those ingredients. And then if you need help, you know, figuring out where you are, where you want to go, just please contact me. I'm here. I can help with anything, whether it be, you know, chemicals in the foods that you're eating, chemicals you're putting on your body, you're cleaning with. I'm at your disposal. All right, so have a great night, guys.